Hello everyone, this is Mrs. McCreary, and today we're going to talk about finding the greatest common measure for more than two numbers. Pure mathematics shows us how to use that division method to extend it in case we need to find the greatest common measure of more than two numbers. And what you're going to do is just find the greatest common measure between the first two numbers, whichever two numbers you decide those are. Take that greatest common measure and use it as your starting point with the third number. So let's go ahead and look at these numbers that we have here: 539, 616, and 792. I'm going to go ahead and start with 539 and 616 just because it really doesn't matter which ones you start with, but these are what I'm going to start with today. And remember, when we are setting up the division number or the division problem, your dividend is always going to be the largest of the two numbers that you're working with at that moment. So we're going to start with 616 and divide it by 539, which in this case we're going to start with 1, 539, do our subtraction. Oops. 7, 7, okay, so can't do anything with that, so we're going to move it over here and try and divide here, and let's try 7. Okay, so 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 4 is 53. So we subtract and get 0. So our greatest common factor between 539 and 616 is 77. So now we're going to use the 77 with that 792. Just to make sure we're using all our numbers. Now again, it doesn't matter which combination you start with. You could have started with 539 and 792 or 616 and 792. It really doesn't matter. Just have to make sure you get them all in there. Okay, so here we're going to do a 1, 77, subtract, and we're left with 22. Now, we're not done with we're not traditionally done with this, but as we can't add on zeros and things, this is our remainder, this 22. So we're going to bring that over here. All right, so we've got 3, 66, 11, 2, 22. We subtract, get 0. So our greatest common measure between all three of these numbers is 11. So again, you pick two numbers, find the greatest common measure, use their greatest common measure to start working with your third number. Let's try it one more time. Now, just because I can, I'm going to start with 2,145 and 1,092. Again, it doesn't matter what numbers you start with. 5 divided by 1,092, and I think we can only fit 1 in there, 1092. So we subtract and we get 3, 0, 5, 10. Oh wait, actually no, I didn't have to do that. Okay, so 1,053. That's smaller than 1,092, so we're going to bring it over here. 1,053. You can only fit 1. 1,005, 3, subtract. 8, 9, 39. Come over here. Get that over there. Okay. Let's try 7. 7 times 9 is 63. 21, 27. Well, that's just entirely the wrong end to start with, sorry. Okay. Alright, so we're going to look at, can't go into 1, can't go into 10, 105. Let's do twice. 18, 6, 7, subtract 9, 15, 7, 2, bring down our 3, 7, and it gives us 63, 21, 27, and 0. Alright, so that tells us that 39 is the greatest common factor between 1092 and 2145. So now we're going to come down. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, so we have 780 and 39 to work with. Okay, so 7, we can do 8. So let's go with 2 and we get a 0, bring down the 0, 0. Okay, so 39 is the greatest common measure between all three of those numbers. And again, the thing to remember here is just that you make sure you get all three numbers in, and you always, in a division, whichever division problem you're doing, however you start it, of the two numbers that you're starting with, the larger one is going to be the dividend, the smaller one is going to be the divisor. Again, if you have any questions, just go ahead. We still have all of our options. We have the live chats, the forums, or the email. Don't hesitate to use any of those, and hopefully everything will make sense, and if not, let me know.